Another day, yet another deadline for Greece. I'm joined by Professor Wouter Den Haan from the London School of Economics. Thank you so much for your time, Professor. Greece, as we know, faces a deadline to submit a new debt reduction plan today. What's likely to be different about this plan that wasn't in the original?
Well, that's a hard question because both sides, both the creditors and the Greek government, have been very unpredictable. So one hint has been given earlier this week is that Greece is very keen to get a long-term deal. So in the past, all these deals were very short-term. Right? The creditors gave them a little bit of oxygen so they wouldn't drown. And so the Greece government is pushing for something more long-term. And we think that that's essential because if a country doesn't have a credible path towards a normal situation with sustainable debt levels, it's extremely unlikely that that economy can actually recover. So I'm quite sure that that's what the Greek government will ask for, and hopefully the creditors will understand that it's also for them better if there is such a more long-term deal.
But this isn't just about economics anymore, right? This is about politics.
I'm afraid that's true. I think the economics are actually quite easy, right? And a lot of economic commentators have pointed that out. It'd be better for the Greek economy if there would be a bit less austerity, if there would be more serious, credible structural reform and this long-term plan that I just mentioned. But on both sides, it seems that politics is dominating. Of course, a lot of attention has been given already to the referendum, right, and how the politics in Greece play out. But you cannot underestimate how important the politics are in the different Eurozone countries. Countries like Portugal, right, or Spain, they've actually done a lot of austerity too. And they've worked hard and they are paying back their debt. So it's very difficult for a finance minister to come back to their home country and say, well, we're going to give Greece an easy time, but you guys got to still keep on working hard and helping to pay back the debt that we have.
I'm wondering if both sides at this point are much more ready for a compromise, especially in light of some of these political issues that you're raising.
I think the one thing you can never underestimate, how sort of the current politicians, how important it is for them to keep Euro together. I mean, right from the beginning, the Euro was a lot more than just an economic union, a monetary union. There always were sort of political motives behind it. And of course, Greece is incredibly important in that dimension. Right? It's close to the Middle East, it's close to Russia. And so I think that will sort of make it more likely that even though things are quite desperate now, in the end, European politicians may want to bend over backwards to get a compromise. Even though politically it may be very difficult at home to sort of push something through.
Do you think there will be a lot of back and forth between now, once the plan's submitted, and Sunday, when European leaders discuss it?
People have said this before, that we were at a critical juncture. I think right now we are at a critical juncture, and either Greece comes up with a credible proposal, or it's the end of the story. I think we're getting really, really close to the point where we're either going to go forward or we're not going to go forward. And I'm sure right today is that in lots of European countries, governments are working on a plan B and sort of trying to figure out what a Grexit is going to mean.
Professor Wouter Den Haan, thank you so much for your time. I'm Rhonda Schaffler for The Street.